The next YouTuber to ask you is Neo Improvables Mike Page, and he asked 5 questions to you. Question 1. What are your opinions on rhythm games? Examples include Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Dance Dance Revolution, Parappa the Rapper, etc.
To be honest, I never really played that many rhythm games, but I think they're fine. I did remember playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band years ago as a kid, but nowadays I don't really play those games because they're just not that interesting to me. But if there would be one rhythm game I would like to play in the future, that would be Parappa the Rapper, both the first game for the PS1 and its sequel for the PlayStation 2.
Question 2. What are your favorite animes?
Oh man, there are so many animes I like, but I can give you some examples. Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Bakugan, Beyblade, Dinosaur King, Regretsuko, and Sailor Moon.
Question 3. What is your favorite thing about making YouTube videos?
That I really don't know. Doing the scripts, recording my lines, and editing can really frustrate me sometimes. But, to be honest, that really depends.
Question 4. Solar Empire or Lunar Republic?
I already answered a question like that in my last Q&A.
His last question. What does Bob Creed do?
This stupid question. I swear to God! Why do you keep asking me this question? Because this has got to be one of the stupidest questions I heard in my life! You ignorant citizen of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community! You know what? Fine! I'll answer for you! It allows you to draw 2 cards! 2 freaking cards! Are you actually happy now, you little fucking piece of shit?
The next YouTuber is Selector Detector. His only question is it possible to do a cold win and do it during summer?
You mean, is it possible to have a cold in the summer? Short answer, I believe you can get a cold during the summer.
The next YouTuber is Capragon4. He or she asked, are you or your salmon/unicorn?
It's Ursa Minorcorn, thank you.
The next YouTuber is UG Bruni. He asked, have you thought of reviewing a YouTube series like SML or DWIME?
Well, I have thoughts about reviewing mods of video games, like for the Enclave mod for Fallout New Vegas, and video game consoles like PlayStation 4 in the future, but reviewing a YouTube series? It's a possibility. It just really depends on the series though. SML, not really, because I'm not really a fan of Super Mario Logan. I'll do it with Yugi Brony? Maybe. It just really depends on my mood for that. So, to answer your question short, Yugi, reviewing a YouTube series I might probably do at some point, but it just really depends on the series I'm interested in. Like your Duel with Yugi Brony series, and Insert's Pokefable series.
The next one is AJ, but he asked the same question he asked to you in your last Q&A. You want me to skip it?
Yeah, because my answer for that hasn't really changed since then.
Okay, the next YouTuber after AJ is Kyle Ruby Victoria. She has 5 questions. Question 1. Between the Sam Raimi 2007 Spider-Man 3 Venom aka Topher Grace and Venom movie 2018 Venom aka Tom Hardy, what is your opinion on the both of them? Do you think one is better than the other or do you prefer both of them?
Ah yes, Venom. My most favorite arch-enemy is Spider-Man. Well, about the 2007 Venom from Spider-Man 3, I really liked the design of it because it looks fairly close to the comics. But one major problem I had with them is that he didn't get a whole ton of screen time. But that was because due to the fact that the rest of the film was actually focusing on Peter and how the symbiote was slowly changing him for the worst. To be honest, it would have been better if Venom was used in the 4th movie that we never managed to get, rather than just being shoved into the last 10 minutes of the 3rd movie. Because that way, Venom would have had more screen time, and we actually could have seen a bit more character development of this version of the character. Now, the 2018 Venom, I have never really seen the movie, but I am planning to do so at some point. But I have seen the design, and as much as I like that he still has the color black as I expected him to have, he really reminds me of the Venom from the Ultimate Comics, and to be honest, I don't like that version of Venom. I'd rather have the Venom where the symbiote copied the DNA of Spider-Man, and when it got attached to Eddie Brock, it had the ability to use webbing. And I actually like the spider symbol on Venom. Why? Because I think he looks badass while having it on. So yeah, if I were to pick which Venom from the live-action movies, I pick the Spider-Man 3 Venom.
Question 2. If you could have one partner from Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Octagon, or Beast, Beyblade, who would it be and why?
For Pokemon and Digimon, I really don't know about that. For Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would choose Buster Will, because I actually think that the little dragon is so cute. And since Jane has Ring Kuribo, why not me have a really cute dragon monster? For Bakugan, I would choose Leonidas, the Aquos attribute, because I actually been liking Leonidas ever since I actually played the video game for the PlayStation 2. And I really like his abilities, like Alpha Blaster. And for Beyblade, it would be a variant of Dragoon, because I actually been liking Dragoon ever since I actually first saw him on the Beyblade PS1 game.
Question 3. Are you going to make more Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype sets besides your Fallout Equestria one?
Short answer, that's a maybe. It just depends on the ideas I can come up with in the future.
Question 4. If you could meet one of your online friends in real life, who would you pick?
It would be Wildcard aka Impage, Ruby Fan aka Jeffrey, Chad, Sonic Silverstar, Melty Man, and Ancient Laffy. Because these guys have been some of my closest friends for a long time. And even though I had arguments / fights with them here and there, I'm just glad that we managed to pull through and stay best friends.
Last question. What got you interested in the Sailor Moon franchise?
Short answer, that's something I really don't know. I am not for sure if it was Noopy that influenced me to get into Sailor Moon, or if it was someone else or something else. Again, I really have no idea.
The next YouTuber is Night the Azurelican, and he asked you 4 questions. Question 1. Do you know how to dub comics? And if you do, can you offer any advice?
Short answer, I really don't know how to dub comics because I have never really done something like that before, so sorry about that.
Question 2. What are your thoughts on the new Pokemon Sword and Shield game, and which Pokemon would you pick, Rookie, Scrubby, or Sabo?
I have saw the trailer with Jessica Pedley, and to be honest, I was impressed with it. I would probably get it at some point whenever I actually buy a Switch. And if I were to choose one starter from the game, I would actually pick Sabo. I mean, look at it! It's actually a cute tad Polish Pokemon!
Question 3. Can you recommend any alien cards I use in combination with my Venom monsters?
Well, I have used the alien archetype before, but I just never really combined it with any other archetype like this Venom archetype that you speak of, so... I mean, you can do it if you want to. I'm not one to judge.
And his last question, when I have a proper OC and the proper gear, would you be interested in a scripted battle? A Pokemon battle or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, either one will be good.
Yes, as long as you have a good quality microphone and poses of your OC, I would like to do one with you at some point.
The next YouTuber is Jackson Zilling, and he only asked 3 questions. 2 I feel like you might have already answered in the last QnA. You want to answer them here or you want to skip them?
To be honest, I'm actually okay with getting one of those already answered questions.
Okay, which one? Favorite and least favorite shows or any big plans in this channel?
I would personally go with any big plans on this channel.
Okay, what are your big plans for this channel?
Well, with the show ending in 2019, I am still planning to do MLP content on this channel long term. But I am also planning to review more non-MLP related things. Like for example, I am planning to review animes like Beyblade, Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and Digimon. About me reviewing animes, I am actually not going to do this via my Ursa self. Instead, I'm actually going to be using my Gotchaverse self. Another big news is that I actually have 2 more seasons planned for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Cyber Realm after Season 2. And I do have a Season 2 planned for a Bakugan Brawl with Digigex90. One more thing I want to say about my plans is that I'm actually hoping to do more retrospectives. Like for example, I am planning to do a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic retrospective. Because since MLPFIM is going to end this year, I thought it would be appropriate to do something like this. And I am actually hoping to do more short videos and other videos that I do on this channel.
And last question, how are you doing today?
I'm actually doing fine, but not to be rude or anything, but ain't that kind of a question that you can ask to everyone every day? It's not a bad question, but it's just for me, it just feels kind of unnecessary for a Q&A video. Again, no offense,